Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How is everyone? How is everyone? Hi, Max. Hi, my little Maximilian. Good morning. Hey. Good morning. I feel like I want to put my hair up. Good morning. How are you guys? How is everyone? Good morning. Hi. I'm good. How are you? Hold up, buttercups. Okay. Alrighty. Good morning. I'm great. How are you? Oh, trying to get you a little like morning, Talon. While you're not at work, girlfriend. OMG, you got a notification. Good morning. Good morning. Do 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 do. How is everyone? Let's do daily energy. Give it take a day or two. Give it take a day or two. Good morning. Hello, mama. Why do you keep saying your twin's name? They're just trying to let you know. Well, when things like that happen, it's kind of like a test. It really depends on where you're at with your twin, okay? So if it's like time for you to come together, it's kind of like maybe preparing you. But if it's not time for you guys to come together, it's a test saying, you know, what are you going to do? Are you going to dwell and be like, I'm not even talking to this person, but I keep seeing the name, but they keep throwing it in my face. So it can absolutely go either way. So it really just depends on what your scenario is with your twin. You know what I'm saying? So it can be tricky. It could be a test saying, it's time to let this go. Like, it really just depends. It depends where you're at. A lot of people already came together. A lot of unions already came together. If yours is still in the ethers, then it's going to take a little more time. I know they're doing final preps, that type of stuff. So, like, it really is just where you at in your journey, you know? So, your dreams will tell you a lot lately, too. I keep getting pulled in to certain people's dreams. Like, I'll have an ex texted me the other day and was like, oh, he was in my dream, so I figured I'd say hi and yada yada yada, you know. And it's like, hi, that's Mercury, you know, so no big deal. It's like the unions that are coming into union, there's a couple different kinds. There's ones where, you know, you want nothing to do with the other person and it's just a little kibitzing here and there, okay? And there's one that you probably really want to come into union, whether it does or it's not, or you got somebody brand new. But you also have twins that are coming together that have never met. So it's almost like some people are going to come into your life now and then all of a sudden bounce out within like a month. And you're going to be like, what the F? That's them, okay? Because you got to go through that whole cycle too. And some of you, the life partners are coming in. The life partners are coming in strong right now. But you also have to go through a lot of lessons. I honestly feel like you have to be older. You've experienced a lot of stuff. If you have an extremely old soul and you're in your 20s, it's possible, but there's so many lessons to be learned, to be taken, you know. So life is all about lessons and pushing through them and moving forward. So it really just depends what scenario. I'm just more or less carefree, doing my thing, focusing on me. I get stuff thrown in my face all the time because I know where they kind of want me to put my focus to, and it's just like I don't have time for that right now until it's presented. So I keep getting pulled into people's dreams. And it can be a little frustrating here and there because who's pulling who? Because when you have a dream with somebody, you're either pulling them in or they're pulling you in. So, like, what weighs heavily on your mind throughout the day? What lays heavily on your mind right before you go to bed? Like, that type of stuff. Well, you will now tell now that you just said that. Mine's last night had it was something again with the whole planes and having the fear, and water was associated with it again. But then there was, what was the other ones? There was a few. So why? Sometimes I remember and sometimes I don't. There's no particular reason. I think if you ask before you go to bed to remember your dreams, then chances are you can. Sometimes you still wake up blurry, bloggy, you know. So it really just depends. So, I mean, that happens to me. That happens to me plenty too. Not all the time, but enough. Morning, Loopy. What about your blueprint, regardless of the person? Will that still happen? Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's yours. It belongs to you. Ow, ow. Absolutely. There's no way around that. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, absolutely, Brandy. Absolutely. Especially if things are being presented to you. So we have the World and the Page of Wands. Okay. So this is, to me, something definitely ended to restart. But here's the deal. This World to me is someone who's extremely stubborn right now. It's a fixed sign. Okay, fixed signs seem to be stubborn here and there. So you're either Scorp, Aquarius, Taurus, why am I spacing this? Leo. Okay, so someone's stubborn, but somebody also has to walk away from somebody to start new. Okay, so this Page of Wands is going on a fresh adventure, wanting a fresh start, but walking away from somebody in order to do that. Okay, so I don't know if something just ended between somebody and someone else, or if it's just saying, regardless of what your situation is at this point, you are moving forward, whether this is you or the other person. So this one's going to be a little tricky because this can go either way. And what I asked for was really clear insight on today's energy, and this can't be any clearer. So, and this is also travel. Okay. So, I mean, look how clear. Absolutely, someone could be walking away from a soulmate to go in a different direction. Absolutely. Or this is in your mind, your hind's eye, you're like, whatever is in the past is going to stay in the past, and whatever you need to walk away from, whether they're sorrow or not, you are, because this other person did not turn their back on you, but you're still going, because she's looking clear as day at him, okay? And he or she is walking towards a new path, clear as day. Somebody shut the door on a person, whether it was a soulmate, a life, it doesn't matter who it was. Somebody shut the door on a person. But that person that they left behind is still there, like, what's going on? So if you're that other person, like, what's going on? And you can talk to that person that's going on their journey. To me, the universe is a wrap. Somebody's not able to talk to somebody right now. It's over. Because the world is right there. See, so but somebody's like, where are you? Like, where are you going? And I guarantee they're not answering, because it's sitting next to the world. So that's a universal shutdown. You have paper towels down here, Kim?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you have paper towels down here? Mm-hmm. You do? Where do you keep them?
Right where they should
be. Right where they should be. Thank you. You have lipstick on today?
No.
Oh, I thought I saw lipstick on you. I thought you were getting all fancy. I thought you was getting all fancy with yourself. I thought it was on lipstick. So, this is definitely a shutdown. Bye. Bye. Have a good day.
Okay.
Thanks. You want me to bring you home, what is it called? Kibbe?
Yes.
Cooked kibbe.
Baked kibbe.
Baked?
Well, however they make it, as long as it's cooked.
All right, is that it? Just the kibbe?
Yep.
Okay. Bye. Come over here. Hi, did you find Mama? Hi. Hi. Okay, so good morning. So this is a universal shutdown for sure. And so to me, this is saying it's probably karmic. Someone's probably stubborn. Somebody's probably not giving up. Somebody's probably really relentless, texting like crazy. But there's no choice. Like, even if somebody else is hitting you up, the universe is not even letting this message go through. You know, I can't even tell you how many times years ago, out of frustration, I'd block my twin, and it was that stupid back and forth game. And not even block, completely delete his number from my phone. And next thing you know, it would be back on my phone, and I'd be like, what the actual fuck? Like, why is this happening? You know what I mean? So it's like, they have control over that too, believe it or not. So it's like, it doesn't matter. I can't even tell you how many times I deleted his number from my phone and it just reappeared. Text messages I deleted reappeared. Okay. So it's like, when something's meant to be in your life, even though it's not meant to come together necessarily, because you're not seeing something. Okay. So it's like, it was still a lesson learned. So I couldn't just write it off. See what I'm saying? So it's tricky. But somebody just left a soulmate. Somebody just left a karmic situation. It's done. It's a universal wrap. There's no going back. The universe won't even allow this other person to text back. And even if they are texting back and the other person's not getting it, but say somebody's texting back, it doesn't matter. The universe will make sure it doesn't go through. They will make sure that person does not get that message. It's just the way it is, okay? Obviously, you got quite the guides, and you're being divinely guided when that happens, okay? So even if you went looking for this person, you wouldn't find this person. They would make sure it didn't happen. You could take a bus, you could take a car, your car would break down. This person just so happened to get an amazing opportunity and they left the effing country and you had no idea. Why? Because they'll make sure you don't have contact with this person. Okay. When you're not talking to somebody and you're sending messages, chances are, if it's a meant to be scenario, they're getting it. They're just not replying because it's keeping a void open. But you got to be careful keeping that void open. And actually, we shouldn't even be talking about that because there is no void open here. So that's, regardless, that's not the word I was looking for, but that doesn't matter. Okay. So this is literally somebody walking away, but being like, hey, it doesn't matter. So if you're in a situation and you just went through a breakup and this person's not getting back to you and it's been a couple months, it's been something, it's over. Okay. Somebody else is meant to come into your life. That's it. When they decide to reopen that door, they will. But with the world here, it's a wrap. It's a final wrap. Is this person walking towards a new relationship? Possibly. Let's find out. But as of right now, something is a complete shutdown. So that's just the way it is, okay? Unfortunately. And some people are completely okay with that. All right. So, yeah. So this person is healing. It's blocked. It's healing and blocked. There's no way around this, okay? Somebody is like, this is like, nope, this is a shutdown. This is not coming back around, okay? Somebody also is taking care of somebody. I don't know if this person was codependent on somebody. Somebody needs taken care of. You're talking to the dead. It's something here with this card, okay? But obviously, this person is walking away because they know the situation is dead. It's finito. It's gone. Okay? So, if this person just texted you, then you're good. It's not a universal shutdown, but there's obviously a lesson there. Okay? So, leave it at that. But this is also saying this is a blockage. Okay? This is also healing. So this is also laying the ego to rest. Okay, so whomever was carrying a huge ego, it just died. And pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams are telling you something. Don't feed into them either, but it's kind of like you need to pay attention, okay? And I know I was pulled into a particular dream last night, or if it was me saying I wanted to meet a particular person's family before stuff went down, before there was deaths and that kind of stuff. And all those people were in my dream last night of somebody else's family members that are not even alive. And we were all having dinner and hanging out and talking. And it was ironic because majority of these family members were dead, but we were sitting there like no big deal, having a good time, getting to know each other. Things that I personally thought from somebody else was like so not the case, like meaning like people that I thought maybe in their family didn't like me or I had a problem or just certain scenarios. But I remember one of them being like, I really wasn't crazy about the scenario or certain things, but man, like there's so much love. They were like, I was wrong. It was the craziest thing. And here I am having dinner and this, it was just eye-opening. Okay, it was almost like, Court, this whole time you were thinking XYZ, but in all reality, here's your confirmation that it's not really like that. But I also know what's in store for me, give or take. There's not too much I want to know, and when I try to block it out, it comes to me through dreams. Okay, so, or music, usually music. But so it's important to pay attention to your dreams. It's important to find out who's pulling who into what dreams too, because that's when you have a dream of someone or some place. If it's a certain place, you're getting pulled by the divine to be at that place. But if it's a certain person, it really just depends where your mental state is at. Who who brought what into what dream. Because I know my ex was dragging me into his dreams for a while, and I kept waking up and saying to myself, why, what the actual fuck? Like, why was I even in that dream? Because I don't want him back. And I remember saying to myself, like, why am I contemplating taking him back? Like, why are we questioning this in my dreams? And I'm waking up and I'm like, I don't want him back. Like, I don't understand. But at the time when that was all happening, he wanted me back in his life without saying anything to me. See what I'm saying? So it was my way of finding out information that way. And then from there, I was able to kind of not tiptoe around the situation, but have compassion, avoid certain things, avoid certain words, moments, like that kind of stuff. Say things that would steer, whatever that word is, to kind of put them in a different direction. Just kind of like, it's little things like that. You really need to process your dreams. It's really important. Okay. So it's not like you had a dream, and it just depends on where your mental state is at, if you can really decipher what your dream's actually trying to tell you versus what you want to hear or what you want to know, because that's when you're getting your messages. So there's that. And trust me, I don't like having dreams like that, certain dreams like that in the ethers, because it's like, it can be frustrating, because it's like, if something's not going to partake in the 3D, I'm not going to continue to astral travel. I'm not going to continue to entertain it. Okay. So that's me. Sometimes you have a choice and sometimes you don't. It really just depends what the divine, where they want you. But they're having me recognize things slowly and slowly and slowly. And it's like, I really don't have a choice, So, but your dreams are your messengers. Okay. If you're having trouble remembering your dreams, you know what? Instead of asking, because I tell all the time, ask your angels, ask the divine, ask that type of stuff, yada yada. Ask, and I've been doing this, and it works for me. But I also had the message about the cranes, but I've been asking the cranes to come with me while I sleep. Okay. So cranes take you on journeys. They awaken your dreams. They awaken your dream state, your translucent state, to become more aware. So ask the cranes to go on your journey while you sleep. But I'm telling you, if you're going to start doing stuff like that, prepare yourself for awakenings. Prepare yourself for certain things. Okay? So as of right now, I'm just going to do, that's too many, but as of right now, because I started yapping, these are the cards for those who just joined. Okay, so we have the World and we have the Page of Wands. Okay, something is a final wrap up. There's no going back, and somebody's looking like, is this person coming back? Where are they? It's somebody left somebody to go towards somebody. It's time to heal. But if they're saying it's not time to heal, depending on what's next, it's basically just saying you're blocked. Okay, somebody's on a dolo mission. So if you're waiting for somebody and that person doesn't come through, that's because they're on their own mission right now. Okay. Others, this was not your person. It's just not time. The universe will not allow it. Okay. This is a walk away. There's no contacting. There's no getting through. There's no nothing. I think I feel a threat here, but not like a threat like you got to protect yourself. Just like a threat like it's one of those, but it's like, it doesn't matter. Nobody's returning nobody's effing message here. It's not an option. Somebody could have got caught cheating, lying, stealing. It doesn't matter. It was meant because the divine knows that this particular person won't tolerate certain stuff. And it's a clear walk away. There's no going back. What this person did, there's no going back, and the divine knows that this person won't think twice. This person's not foolish, and it's not an easy walk away, but they had to do what they had to do. It's a wrap. You're not messing with somebody. What's that song I heard this morning? You ain't messing with a broke gold digger. That song just came to me. So it's like, I don't know if you were dealing with somebody who was very materialistic. I'm not really sure what the case was, but regardless, someone got caught up in something and this person was out. Okay. And we got Judgment and the Six of Swords. So again, to me, I had mentioned that earlier before I started yapping again. This is also the end of the ego. The ego is dying off, okay? But we also have Judgment here. So this is somebody, this is karmic, okay? This is, will somebody forgive me? So if you're asking me, this person's leaving a karmic relationship that they'd been in a very long time. They weren't happy anyway. They're leaving a karmic, trying to heal. They blocked it. It's done. It's the end of the ego too, okay? And now somebody is going to want forgiveness, redemption, whatever direction. But this is a karmic wrap up. This is somebody was with somebody for a very long time. It wasn't an easy goodbye. It never is, guys. I was with my ex-husband for almost 21 years. It's not an easy goodbye, but this is a goodbye. This is a final done. Okay. I don't know what that noise was. I don't know what that was, but anywho's, that's what this is. Okay. It's also the laying the ego to rest too. Okay. So we've had these a good month ago. So this is what this is telling me, is that these are like the final wrap-ups. And that's too many. But it's telling me a story. Yeah. Walking away from the Queen of Wands, arguments, competition, someone's not standing their ground. They're just kind of like, all right, I'm walking away. It's almost like with the death, but somebody's not accepting it. So it's like this ex-partner that did something wrong is not accepting them walking away, but it doesn't matter. See the Queen of Wands reversed. So this is them leaving somebody. This is karmic. It doesn't matter. And yeah, can it be painful? Yeah, it's not easy leaving somebody, because this was a long-term relationship. This was a couple years or more. It was karmic. There was codependency. There was stuff here. Okay. It's done. And with Judgment here, they made a judgment call. But this is so divine too. Tell me about Judgment, that it's kind of like there's also forgiveness here. And if you ask me, there's another person involved here. Okay, so some people are wrapping up final sessions with karmic relationships and going in a new direction. And that's that. And some of you, it's completely dolo. And the Seven of Swords is reversed. So this is somebody coming back around. So this is somebody that you know. So somebody's leaving a karmic to come back to you. And I'm going to leave my opinion out of it. So that's what this is. And I'm sure some of you are probably thrilled, and I get it. But I look at it like, oh, such complication, but it's divine. Okay. So tell me about the world. It's the Hierophant. Yeah. With the King of Wands, and the Page of Wands is leaving. So this person is leaving either a marriage or a long-term relationship. There is no question. Clear as day. And they're coming towards you. So now what's the page going towards? I think the person they blocked, okay? And it's just the way it has to be. It's hard for me to read situations like this because I have a tough time with situations like that. I know if my twin was to come to me and he just left something, I don't know how I would feel about that. I'd be like, but that's just me. You know, this is a fresh walk away. And yeah, Queen of Wands, he's going towards something more desirable now. He left the other one to go to another one. He's being tempted. So if you're in a relationship and you just had a breakup, it's because somebody's literally leaving. Someone's sneaking out too, you know, and there's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. You just got to let it play out, unfortunately. So if you're going through a breakup and somebody just left you, I'm incredibly sorry, but you have a huge journey and a huge lesson in front of you. And somebody else is meant to come into your life for you to learn lessons. So this is not an easy read. Okay. Tell me about the Four of Swords. I mean, this is pretty much, this is what this is. Yeah, somebody's got feelings for somebody else. You know, and it's not easy if you're the one that's going through the breakup. Somebody has feelings for somebody else. Somebody got tempted out of a relationship, and now somebody's going to come and ask for an apology. It is what it is, whether you asked for it or not. Not meaning like the breakup part, meaning like if you were the other person, you know, say you were the other person and I don't know if you asked this particular gentleman to leave his marriage and let's start new. Like that could have happened too. I don't know. Or some of you guys don't even realize they were in a relationship and they're still coming to you. Okay. I don't know if they're going to tell you or not. I'm hoping they would be honest and tell you the truth. Majority of you would know they're in a karmic situation anyway, because you guys are on that ass anyway, watching social media, asking friends. So, I mean, you would know the situation anyway. But if that's the case and you're up this person's ass and you know this person's schedule, you know what this person does, even if they come back, I don't know if it's a good idea for you to even start anything, because that means that you're not even focused on you. If you're not focused on you, your job, your career, your household, how you look, how you nurture yourself, take care of yourself, how you dress, all the above, then it's not time. You will repeat the wheel. But it is meant to come back into your life. But it does not mean it will be time for you. It just depends. If he's looking at you, the Queen of Wands, and you are the Queen of Wands, then you're good to go. But it really just depends on how you're taking care of yourself. Is it any better? Can you hear me now? I sound like that damn commercial. Can you hear me now? You hear me fine? Okay. So this is, I'm going to put this back because this is clear as day, the situation we're in, okay? Some of you guys are saying it's frozen and others are saying you can hear me clear as day. So if by chance you didn't hear me, there's a reason for that, because there's still a lesson for you to learn and they didn't want you to know certain answers, and that's just the way it is, okay? Because yeah, am I here to teach and learn, but there's still lessons that you need to find out yourself, because some people are just too naive to the situation. And that obviously means that I can't help that particular scenario. Let me just put this in front of you. Hey, Lisa. We'll just give it a minute, okay? It's just kind of my cue to stop that read. Okay, that's all. No big deal. I'll read another one real quick, and then I gotta go. I still want to finish up the raw loves. I still have 4 zodiacs to finish up. Okay. It's just time to get out. It's just time to step out of that energy. Patty. How are you? You know what I just thought of? Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. I don't know, Patty. It looks like somebody's coming your way. Looks like someone's coming your way, Patty. Hi, Lisa. This old man came rolling home. When am I going to answer questions again? Oh, I can do that this week for you. So we have patience. This is either being patient with yourself or patient on the other person, or if you ask me, patience is just required. The divine is working on this. We have a star clear as day. I don't know if you're dealing with an Aquarian. But it's that energy of the week, which is the 5, and now we got another 5, so now you got 2 5s, and this is the 5 of fire. So it's just like, be patient on yourself or somebody else. Okay, compassion is definitely called for here, because now you got the 5 of fire, and it's just, now it's mental confliction. Okay, so be patient on yourself while making a decision. Okay, don't stay in mental confliction for too long. That would be no good. We have the 7 of fire, okay, 7 of air, so it's a 7 of swords, but this is like, this is somebody who might sabotage a situation because they don't know how to be patient with themselves or patient with somebody else. And it's almost like this is a teaching moment for you. This is somebody's lesson here, okay? And somebody is on the borderline of sabotaging a situation because of lack of patience. I'm going to clarify patience, but I'm feeling masculine energy, and that could be my divine feminine in masculine energy, okay? So this is karma. Tell me about patience. This is Saturn here on my board. So it's the Queen of Air. So it is my feminine that need to have patience here. You need to use your mind, body, soul. To me, you're gentle. You don't deal with bullshit. You're very mature. You won't deal with games. Okay, so they're asking you to be very patient. You're very wise. You know how to be patient. So I'm going to clarify the 5 of fire, but they're asking for extreme patience here. There's like no question, okay? So it's definitely the feminine energy that needs to have the patience here, okay? So tell me about the 5 of fire. 5 of fire. Good morning. 5 of fire. It's the Ace of Air. So somebody is coming at you with truth. And you're gonna be a little conflicted. So this is that karma. This is somebody's lesson. This is that karma coming at you. Because this unicorn is going right to her. So you got to be patient with somebody because you're about to hear the truth. And it's karma, okay? That's it. It's karma. So this 7 of air must be masculine energy. So unless you're both in feminine energy, we're about to find out. Tell me about the 7 of air. But this is a learning lesson, okay? This is a spiritual learning lesson. It's like that wanted to flip. Yeah, here's that message. I'm going to clarify again, but there's that Panther again. All right, but that's the 8 of Wands. That here comes that message, 7 of fire. And The truth is coming and patience is required. Coming in as the Queen of Air, you're definitely ready to hear it. This person is what they're saying is having, good morning, a huge transformation. Huge. So if you're questioning whether or not this person has been through a transformation, they have. Or this is the divine giving you this insight. Because in all reality, again, it's going back to my dream. So it's like, that's why now 3 days straight, my dreams have told a story. Okay. So it's one of those situations because this is not the normal, it's not the normal Seven of Swords. It's definitely a teaching lesson. Okay. And you're either getting this message from, you know, spirit, or you're getting this message from this person who's coming in to speak the truth. Regardless if this is you or this other person, this is a huge transformation. Okay. And to me, it's almost like she's holding a heart in her hand too. So it's like, there's that compassion I felt. And at the bottom of the deck, we had the world reverse with the Ace of Fire. So this is something, this is probably that person leaving a situation and coming to you, and they're being tempted. Okay. And it's not a bad thing. It's just, it's the way the divine got them here. It's just, they fell in love with you, and that's who you're supposed to be with. And the divine feminine is about to get the truth, and patience is needed. But you need to understand that this is a very spiritual lesson that's taking place. This is not the average lesson. This is a very spiritual lesson. And again, third night in a row, this is why these premonitions, they're coming into my readings. Okay. Huge transformation. So it's beautiful, but there is a big lesson here. This is not just the average situationship. So somebody left something that was long term to be with something else because it was their destiny, and that's it. There's no way around it. So it's a horrible situation for some, and it's a beautiful situation for another. Regardless, it's still going to be complicated. Regardless, it still requires patience and no bullshit. But she coming up as the Queen of Air is not going to tolerate bullshit. Okay. But being the Queen of Air, her heart's teetering as well. But she also knows that this is a lesson, and it's a teaching moment, and it's not one's better than the other. It's not. This is so damn spiritual that the two of them, you have nothing to fucking argue over anymore. Nothing. If you guys are still arguing over shit, it's not meant to be. Because I'm at the point where I don't even remember why I was mad at certain people or mad at this, or it's just, that's it. That's how you know this read would be for you. That would be a great indication. Okay? Because this is a huge moment. This is a huge teaching moment as well. Okay. This woman has gone through a tremendous transformation, as well as probably this gentleman. The ethers definitely got it. This person would not come at you. Not this one. Not because this is a teaching lesson. So this person would come in as going through a transformation, clear as day. Okay, clear. I know a lot of people the other day, I meant to mention it, were freaking out with the devil, but the devil is here because I barely even have time to watch my nat. So I don't know if the devil's coming in as other readers. I mean, for other readers. Can you guys tell me if the devil's coming in for other readers? Okay, yeah. So, all right. Yeah. All right. So to me, I'm reading it as it's Saturn and it's Capricorn, and Capricorn brings you in lifelong, long-term directions. Okay. So And others need to realize something was sabotaged on purpose, or something was toxic where you had to get out of it. So it can go either way. It really just depends on which cards are with which. Okay. But with the devil coming out, to me, it's straight up karma. It's Saturn. It's Capricorn. Okay. It's long-term scenarios that now need to take place. Regardless of my dreams or my scenario, I'm just going every day, and whatever is presented, because at this stage of my life, it really is just being divinely guided, and I'm allowing it, and it is what it is. If it's time for you to let bygones be bygones, then it's that time. If it's not, and there's more lessons attached, then you have more lessons to go. And again, that is what that is. Where's my other slipper? So it really just depends on everyone's individual journey. Okay. What time is it? All right. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick, and I might throw, because I'm kind of being pulled to this deck. So I'm going to run to the bathroom, try to find my other slipper, and I'll be right back. Oh, found it. Found it. Okay. So yeah, that was that read is not for everybody. But that second read is for a majority of people, because there's still a lesson attached there. Okay. So I just want one card for today with this deck. That's it. One card. I'm not getting into it, because she's going to tell me the same story in a different way each time. Okay. And it's the Ace of Pence. Okay. So it's a new opportunity being presented to you, a new direction. It's just a matter of if you notice it. And if you ask me, I mean, there's birds everywhere. And I talked about that in the read the other day, birds taking flight. Okay. I feel like some of you should be eating more blueberries, more antioxidants. Okay. But regardless of that, if you're out on a camping trip and you're in nice weather, be careful what berries you're eating. Or this is also telling me, it's funny that health is being pulled into this, but it's a Virgo card, so it makes sense. But like, what this is also telling me is that there's certain berries that you're eating that is bloating you. Okay. But regardless, this is a new opportunity that's going to be presented. And it could be something small. You know, it doesn't have to be gigantic. It's just, it's time to soar. It's time to take flight. So this is either saying eat more berries, or this is somebody saying you're eating the wrong type of berries And you know, it might not be a poisonous berry, but for some reason it's not, your belly's not tolerating it. And then to me, like right off the bat, to me it's just saying you need more antioxidants in your body right now. Okay. But because I see health more than a new start, even though that new start is here. I mean, I'll clarify, but I mean, they're stressing more of like the health side of the situation. So tell me about this Ace of Pens, please. So this is a new opportunity ready to take flight. They're asking you to take a leap of faith here. Okay. And it's the Two of Swords, and you're going to have to make a decision. There's no way out of this. And it's like someone's on top of skyscrapers right now, ready to take flight. So you're being confronted. So whatever opportunity, the doorbell, that's weird. Whatever opportunity is here, there's no way out of it. So, and the Emperor's at the bottom of the deck. So, this is somebody taking leadership, ownership, owning up to shit. Okay? It's something like that. Leadership or owning up to shit. All right? Because it looks like that truth is going to be delivered too. But it's, again, this Emperor's on a rocking horse, and to me, it's, you know, teetering. It's a fine line. Okay? But it is most definitely time to take flight. Okay? And you're going to have to make a decision. So to me, it looks like something is most definitely going to be presented within either today or within the next couple days, no matter what type of situationship. And it's karmic. Okay? So, because this Emperor's on a rocking horse. You know, so he's teetering too. This, you ask me, this is teetering. Okay. Yeah, somebody needs more probiotics, probiotics would be great. But to me, what it's just, I see the antioxidants more than anything. Okay. I think it has a lot to do with your pheromones. Make sure you're drinking cranberry juice. Make sure for the divine feminine, you're having your probiotics. If you don't eat yogurt or certain stuff, make sure you're definitely taking your probiotics. For sure. Okay. Pineapple juice. Somebody start drinking cranberry juice, because somebody's on the verge of a bladder infection. And it's funny because I mentioned that the other day with potty training with a child. I was worried about like a UTI. Okay. Again, I'm seeing it. So if you have a little blood in your urine right now, you obviously, you know, you have a UTI. If it's stinging and stuff, don't avoid that shit. Okay. Someone's avoiding that. I don't know what that's all about, but it's clear as day. Okay. So the pineapple is more like, I was seeing that for, it was more of like, your scent, but it helps with your pheromones, okay? So it's like, if you get a problem down there and you're a woman, don't think pineapple juice is gonna help you. That's not what I'm getting at, but you know where I'm going at with that pineapple juice, right? I really don't want to talk about it. But it was clear as day in my card. So for those who know, drink your pineapple juice, okay? We'll leave it at that. Or it's just saying, you know, when you're with certain people, there's certain scents. It's that whole sweet nectar thing that's coming back around. God, it's like in every other read, it's that sweet nectar. I don't know. So there you go. Prepare your honey. Prepare your honey, okay? My little queen bees. My little queen bees. Just make sure you're staying on top of your hygiene, okay? Because I see hygiene issues. It is what it is. So, if you think it's something that's just going to go away and you're a female, probably not just going to go away. Maybe you got a bacteria infection that needs to be taken care of, okay? That shit just doesn't go away. It comes and goes. What happens is it stays and it just doesn't come out, okay? Because it's stagnant up there. So, if you got to do your own little test, do your own little test somehow. You know, scent, smell. I don't know what to tell you. Somebody's hygiene, it's just, and it's like, I just think you think like it went away, but it didn't. It's getting worse. So take that extra precaution. Cranberry juice, probiotics, the yogurt. If you don't do yogurt, probiotics are huge. I can't stand yogurt. Like I usually get, I'll get like, and I hate to say this by any men, but I'm telling you, like I'll get a yeast infection if I take any prescriptions, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I always take probiotics with prescriptions. Always, okay? It's real important for the feminine to be taking care of her body right now. I mean, of course, yeah, the hibachi is good too, but I almost said hibachi. I forget what I was just going to say. Obviously, you men need to take care of yourself too. Your hygiene is big, okay? I just pictured something, but that's somebody else's. That's the man's business. But it's that personal. It's like something gets too personal. I mean, I share a lot of personal stuff, but when it comes to like personal, I don't bring. I keep myself out of that. It's a scorp in me. But like my divine feminine, your body is a vessel right now, and it's your divine body. They're just stressing it, and some people are just slacking. A lot of women are slacking, and I don't even think you realize it. Do I see pregnancy on the board? No, I didn't see pregnancy. I mean, with that girl, yeah. Well, actually, that's not true. The other day, I saw a lot of pregnancies. Okay. But if you're not getting pregnant, again, it could have to do not necessarily your hygiene and how you're taking care of yourself, but it has something to do. I almost said intestines, but intestines will have nothing to do with pregnancy. So maybe there's some type of blockage. But I don't think they're anywhere near your fallopian tubes, to be honest with you. But you never know. There's such odd scenarios out there. Like that 1 in a million could happen to you. You know what I mean? Jelly beans. Yeah, if your lower backs, check your kidney. I kind of feel like the divine masculine have been going through health issues, but that's going to improve anyway. In the read I did yesterday with the past lives, if there was any health issues, that was about to get better. It's just that energy of health issues getting better, but it's also confronting certain scenarios in order for certain things to get better. You know what's funny is some of you need to purchase like the squatty potties. Go purchase a squatty potty. Hey doll. But I love you guys. Have a fantastic day. Yeah, Google it, a squatty potty, especially about back problems or constipation problems. But even with constipation buildup, women, we don't, you know, all our insides are exposed. So just be cautious. They're just stressing the body right now for women. Okay. You're welcome. The squatty potty, Google it. Google it, order one. It'd be the best thing you ever did for yourself. My friend swears by it. It just came to me multiple times in that read, and I'm like, I'm not mentioning the squatty potty. But knowing that Ace of Pens came out and it's so focused on health right now, it's almost like until you start nurturing yourself and taking care of yourself, and the divine sees that you're, partaking in your vessel, like in your divine being, then certain things will come in towards you. Doesn't mean a man necessarily, but if you're not taking care of yourself properly, no way are they going to have somebody step in, because that's just going to lead to codependency. I mean, somebody might step in and be like, all right, let's get you on a regimen. Let's get you, you want XYZ. Somebody might come in and that person might be a health nut and they try to put you on something, but there's a reason for that too, because maybe they know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? I was actually thinking about hitting my twin up, contemplating, because he's really good at like health and what to put in your body. And I have other friends that are too, but like knowing that who he is to me, and it's almost like test and error. It's almost like he would know whatever works for him, chances are would work for me, because it's almost like, again, he's the other half of my soul. Like that's how connected we are. So I'm just hoping one day he'll come around where we can even have that friendship, because it's the little stuff like that that's important. It's like what works for him, chances are will work for me, and what I can't figure out in life, I guarantee he has those answers, and vice versa. So it's like one day hopefully he'll come around and we can have that type of communication again. But that brings me back to the whole light worker thing, and how when a lot of people, YouTubers, they come on YouTube and they start their business because of a twin, because of this or because of that, and then a majority of them just stop because nothing comes in or they get discouraged. True light workers, okay, they continue the journey. They stick it through. They stay with you, because you realize certain stuff. By the end of the day, you realize that you're number one, you're empress, you're emperor, you're queen, you're king. So it's like you get to a point in your life where if it comes in, great. If it doesn't, so be it. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm here to teach you guys, like how true light workers work and how to be that divine being, so shit doesn't backfire, so you learn lessons and you don't have to repeat them. So it's stuff like that. So but I know how divinely connected I am to my twin, and I'm assuming a lot of you would be the same way, but it just depends on your journey and your souls. All souls connect differently too, depending on what the lesson and what the karma is. I just know when it comes to his body versus my body, I just know he would have those answers for me. But it's not make it or break it. It's not a loss, if I don't get those answers one day. But to be honest with you, I don't feel like opening that void. So the void's already being opened in other ways. So it's like, it's not on me anymore. You gotta know when to stop pursuing, even if it's little things like that. Because if somebody's not looking at something the right way, they're still not going to respond to you. They just look at you like, oh, finding any little way to get an answer or something. And whether you think that way or not, I know a lot of people think that, because some of them don't see your maturity. Because I guarantee you were relentless at some point. See, for years and years, I was so relentless with my twin, with texting and blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? That, well, good, not years, but for a good year, I was straight up relentless. And how does that person really know you've grown? So it's like, if you continuously reach out here and there, even if it's once a month for something little, they're just going to look at it like there's no growth, like nothing's changed. But to me, it's like, it's petty and it's not worth my time anymore. He'll always be part of my time. I always give him time once we have that conversation to work on our friendship, or so be it. You know what? Does that make sense to you? You just got to be careful, because, but that also shows growth on their half if that's the case and they still can't get back to you. That means they're just not ready to own up to something. So just stay out of it. What's meant for you will come your way. So don't feel like, oh, my twin has all the answers. Even though I know my twin holds certain answers, forget about it. It's not worth it, because that frustration is just going to come back around on me. There's no way I'm going to put myself in that situation where I want to be frustrated again. So it's real important to take care of yourself. Learn your own steps. If you need a nutritionist, go to a nutritionist. Okay? I'm just giving you little examples to lead by example. But don't walk into like GNC or something and be like, oh, I feel like don't do that. Because at that point, you're going to get that salesman, that rep, that's just going to be like, I feel like you need this. Why? Because they get a percentage of your tally at the end of the day. Even at GNC. See what I'm saying? They get commission. Okay? So be real careful about where you're going to get your vitamin supplies. Make sure you do your own research. Make sure that you can take that vitamin with a different vitamin and it's not going to cause blockage, or it's not going to cause, your blood pressure to go down, or make sure that one particular ingredient, like turmeric, sometimes will make your, could thin your blood depending on if you're taking a different type of vitamin. Everyone thinks they can just combine all these vitamins, and you can't. Okay, so just be real careful. It's just a big message. All right, make sure, I think that why I shared that whole thing with my twin, because I can trust my twin when it comes to health products, what he's tried, what he would recommend. There's a difference there. So that's like the message. Make sure you're going to somebody that you can trust when it comes to what vitamins. So whether it's a doctor, a nutritionist, just cross your T's, dot your I's, make sure you're double checking what's in the ingredient. Some vitamins can make you put on weight just like that, and they're known to be an extraordinary vitamin. But yet, for some reason, it doesn't work good with you. So all of a sudden, you put on 20 pounds in the last 2 months, and you're like, you don't even think to question your vitamins. Okay? So the moral of that message is, go to somebody you trust. It's your body, okay? I know it's only a vitamin, but I'm telling you, they're stressing it. So I love you guys. I'm going to let you go. Hopefully I'll be back later, and I'm going to finish those raw loves in a little bit, okay? I love you guys. Oh, I love you too. You're very welcome. Have a great rest of your day, okay? I got to eat breakfast real quick, actually. I can't answer those questions with calcium and all that, honey, because everyone's body is different. I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you what I see on my board and giving you the best guidance I can possibly give you for who you should probably contact if you're questioning anything, okay? Always consult your doctor or a nutritionist or whatever. Hey, Martel, I love you too. I don't know where you just came from. You just came out of the woodworks. So have a great day, guys, okay?